Committed the foul, and so they worked on Larry Bird's nose, and Robert Parrish will come out. So Malone is the lone center. Bernard King is still really the big guard, and Cummings
is going to be guarding Rolando Blackman. Well, they may try to post up Cummings if Blackman reciprocates.
Moncrief's the only true guard there for the East.
But Magic at this point of the ball game will try and push up the ball and sneak in a couple easy ones to break the game open.
Jackson keeps it alive on this free throw. Here's the alley from Magic Johnson, who did a little dance. And the West with a big basket, 127-118. A 9-point lead. Cummings coming right back. Ralph Sampson rallying inside. And a foul finally. You know, I watch Ralph Sampson. We talk about how the West has won 5 in a row, or the East has won 5 straight. Ralph has only lost 1 in a row.
Well, look at this move by Sampson. What a joy for a guy like Magic Johnson to lay the ball up there. Practically could have laid it up at the top of the backcourt and would know that it's not going to be missed.
But Ralph Sampson has picked up his 5th foul. Sampson and Kareem have 5. Wilson, back getting scores in the game, has quite a hurdle the rest of the way, Thomas. And what's the best way they can get back?
Well, the East has really got to bang those boards and develop the inside game with Moses Malone, and that's why he's on that line right now. But he's had trouble scoring inside against these big people that the West has been able to put out there.
Ralph Sampson has had a terrific ball game. Moses Malone, Sampson the rebound, and a loose ball foul, and we get close to 3:55 remaining. You know, Ralph Sampson impresses us very much. I know last year you thought that he deserved a lot of MVP recognition. In fact, you predicted he might win it, and you know what? This may be the year he may win.
Just a year late, that's all. You know, as he steps to the line, it reminds me, you know, with all these great mobile skills that he has, in every 7-foot body, there's the soul of a 6-footer, and that's what Ralph Sampson is. He wants to play the violin or something, you know. Forget all those stuffs and what have you. He wants to show the real finesse skills.
He was the Rookie of the Year last year as a center. Now he's a forward. Under 4 minutes to play. 128-119. Barry Cummings working against Sampson. And shoots over. Sampson's 7'4" frame is pretty huge indeed. Going for 3 is Bird. And it's going to be Westfall off the side, and the West trying to get a victory for Pat Riley, his first as an All-Star, and try to break a 5-game losing streak.
Well, they have a real advantage, the West, with Sampson being guarded by any number of smaller players.
And a big basket by Rolando Blackman, and it's an 11-point game, matches the biggest. It was tied at 68 at the half. The West has had the lead in the entire second half. Cummings right now. Sampson is 24, Gervin 23, Magic has 20, the high scorers for the West. Kareem with a skyhook. King gets it out quickly, but it's picked off by Blackman, wide open. And it's going to be tough for the East to come back in this game with 3 minutes to go.
Well, the East that time tried to force the fast break, poor outlet pass by Bernard. Allows Blackman to score that easy jumper.
And Larry Bird stepped on the line. And Pat Riley, who knows what it's like to coach champion with the Lakers, with the 246 of knowing what it's like to coach an All-Star. No, they call the offensive fouls against Adrian Dantley.
Magic is working the inside people well for the West. Outstanding job of getting the ball to the right people in the right position.
11-point lead. Sidney Moncrief. Gets it. Outlet. 3-on-2. Just Blackman open court. Over Bird. King gets it back to Cummings. 3-on-2 East. They kick it away. And with 2:13 to go, there's a baseball pass from Magic to Rolando Blackman. The biggest lead of the ball game right now. 13 points for the West, and a timeout is called. Present the trophy to this year's most valuable player. Winding down to 2 minutes remaining. Michael Jordan in the game. Everybody. 11-point lead, 134-123.
Got the press team in there for the East, all the small people.
Kareem and Magic, two of the Lakers. Pat Riley finishing the game. Dantley with a layup. And every time the West comes back and gets his first point, it's another nail in the East coffin. Magic has 15 assists. Richardson for three. Saved by Moncrief. Blocked by Sampson. And they'll have a loose ball foul against Magic Johnson.
Second foul.
Sampson has 24, Gervin 23, and Magic has 20 points and 15 assists.
Some adjustments here by the West, Dick. They're putting Sampson in and Nixon and Olajuwon. Well, Sampson's leaving too, I guess. But the best ball handling crew that the West can have in there right now.
Norm Nixon.
Pat Riley's answering with
Nixon and Magic. So we're seeing Nixon and Magic reunited in the final minutes of this game. Rolando Blackman, Adrian Dantley, and Hakeem Olajuwon to center as Kareem goes out.
The Magic has really dished out the sugar today, boy.
He had 22 last year to break his own record for All-Star.
Got everybody involved on the West squad.
Blackman goes up and will go to the line. Here's Kareem and Sampson, who started the game. 2 7-footers. We didn't get a chance to see 3 7-footers.
What would have happened if we did? You know, I was waiting to see that. I thought it'd be probably the most unusual thing in basketball history to see all those guys line up. And fingertip to fingertip, they probably could extend and touch each sideline.
15 for Rolando Blackman. Very quietly, first-year All-Star from the Dallas Mavericks, who was born in Panama, played soccer as a youngster, has made a great contribution to the West. 12-point lead, Michael Ray. It was a 2-point attempt. Lane Beer in the ball game as Moses is out. There's Dennis Johnson hitting. 10-point lead, 137-127, winding down to a minute to go. Under a minute. They're going to use up as much as the clock.
A little tired, so they give the ball handling chores to Nixon. Back out, eat up the clock, move them around a little bit, Magic. Nice part of the game.
And a loose ball, Nixon gets it. They have 11 on the shot clock. This is going to be a West victory, and it's going to be a satisfying one as well. The East has won 5 in a row, and that was the longest streak.
Magic Johnson at the line.
Magic Johnson will go to the line. And you're looking at the East bench. Larry Bird got a bloody nose for his efforts today, but scored 21 points. Gervin with 23 has had a fine game today. Isaiah Thomas hit that big 3-point shot with 1 second to go at the half to bring the East into a tie. But that was it as far as the East was concerned.
Well, they just lost the battle of the boards, Dick. They were doing so well in the first half with everybody jamming the boards, but they lost the battle of the boards in the inside game in the second half.
And that's usually where games are decided.
Yep.
All-star or otherwise. 43,146. So the best. And we still have the MVP award coming up as Adrian Dantley is fouled with 5 seconds to go. So Kareem is, you know, and someone said to Pat Riley the other day, you're 0-2 in All-Star games. He says, yeah, but Kareem is 0-6. That is no longer. And the record 14th NBA All-Star game for Kareem turns out to be his first win. Well, we've mentioned Sampson. What do you think about MVP? We voted for him.
Sampson, Magic Johnson. He certainly dished out the passes and made that offense happen and kept pace with Isaiah's fast-breaking game. That's the hope that the East had, was to create more fast break opportunities against these big guys than perhaps they normally would expect.
Blackman had a good game.
Yeah, Blackman had a good game. The Iceman had a good game. George Gervin. A lot of possibilities.
And that's it. That's the end of the 35th All-Star game. Who will win the Most Valuable Player award? That remains to be seen. The West